Welcome back to the course How to Start a Business. In this part of the course, we will discuss legal considerations when starting your business. If you want to learn how to start a business, get my book, How to Start a Business, a course in a book by Online Pro. Check out the link below. Before we get started, I want to remind you that this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Legal considerations. More than simply excitement and a great concept are needed to start a business. You also need to be fully aware of all the legal issues that must be taken into account. In this segment of the course, we will discuss the various facets of creating a legitimate business structure, registering your company, and the procedure for getting any essential licenses and permissions. You will learn the significance of each phase in the process as we go over the ramifications of each. Deciding on a business structure. One of the most crucial aspects in beginning a business is choosing a business structure. The kind of structure you select will impact your level of financial and legal protection, as well as the tax ramifications and reporting requirements. Considerable consideration should be given to various business structure types, such as corporations, partnerships, limited liability companies, and sole proprietorships. It is crucial to select the type of business structure that most closely matches the requirements of your company because each has advantages and disadvantages of its own. A business that is owned and run by just one person is known as a sole proprietorship. It offers the most flexibility in terms of decision-making and control, and it is the easiest and least expensive type of business to set up. As the owner is individually liable for any debts and obligations incurred by the business, it also provides the least level of legal and financial protection. A company that is owned and run by two or more people is called a partnership. Due to the fact that each partner is only liable for their individual share of the partnership's debts and responsibilities, partnerships provide greater protection than sole proprietorships in terms of legal liability and financial losses. However, partners are equally responsible for the debts and responsibilities of the company and must concur on all significant decisions. A limited liability company, LLC, is a type of business entity that combines the legal and financial security of a partnership with the adaptability and simplicity of a sole proprietorship. An LLC offers pass-through taxation and shields the owners from being held personally liable for the debts and obligations of the company. A corporation is a company that has filed for state registration and is regarded as a distinct legal entity from its owners. Given that they are not held personally liable for the debts and liabilities of the company, this type of corporate structure provides the owners with the greatest level of security. Corporations, however, are subject to more intricate rules and reporting requirements. An essential step in launching a business is choosing a business structure. It is crucial to select the type of business structure that most closely matches the requirements of your company because each has advantages and disadvantages of its own. The reporting and tax requirements, as well as the financial and legal ramifications of any structure, should all be carefully taken into account. You may safeguard the interests of your company and its owners by putting the appropriate business structures in place. Registering your business. One of the most crucial actions in launching a business is registering it. It is a legal procedure that calls for you to provide specific data about your company and to make certain payments. The registration procedure may differ depending on the type of business you intend to create, but it is crucial to comprehend the requirements and make sure you abide by them. You can avoid a lot of future hassles by taking the effort to register your company properly. The type of business structure you wish to adopt should be decided upon before registering your business. Sole proprietorships, partnerships, corporations, and limited liability companies are the most prevalent business structure types. You should investigate each structure to decide which is appropriate for your situation because each one has pros and downsides of its own. You must register with the relevant state agency, such as the Secretary of State office, once you have chosen the type of business structure you will employ. Get an employer identification number by registering with the Internal Revenue Service as well. For tax purposes, this is necessary for some kinds of businesses. Additionally, you will need to get any licenses and permits your firm may require. You could need to apply for a business license, a health permit, a zoning permit, or another kind of license depending on the kind of business you're running and the state you're in. It's critical to do your study on your industry's standards and to confirm that you abide by all relevant rules and laws. An essential step in launching a business is registering your company. Researching the optimal business structure for your circumstances is crucial, as is registering with the appropriate state and federal organizations. Obtaining all relevant licenses and permits is also crucial. You can avoid a lot of future hassles by taking the effort to register your company properly. Obtaining licenses and permits. Although it needs a lot of planning and preparation, starting a business can be an exciting and satisfying experience. Getting the required licenses and permits is one of the most crucial phases in the process of starting a business. Entrepreneurs should be aware of the sorts of licenses and permits needed for their specific firm before starting one, as well as the procedures involved in obtaining them. The kind and extent of the business, as well as the rules and regulations in the locality, will determine the kind and quantity of licenses and permits needed. Businesses that sell food, alcohol, or provide specific services like massage therapy, for instance, may need permissions from the local government. Businesses that employ people must additionally get permits for things relating to payroll taxes, workers' compensation, and other employees. Business owners must complete all appropriate documentation, present identification and residency evidence, and pay all required costs when requesting a license or permit. To make sure that the required documentation is filed on time, it is crucial to examine the precise specifications and dates for the licenses and permissions that are required. Entrepreneurs must take into account any applicable zoning laws and regulations as well as any other laws that may control the business in addition to the licenses and permissions needed for a business. Fines or other penalties may be imposed for breaking the rules and regulations. As a result, getting the required licenses and permits is an important step in beginning a business. Entrepreneurs should thoroughly research and comprehend the requirements, timelines, and other factors before opening their business. Entrepreneurs may make sure they are in compliance with the law and prepared to launch their business by taking the time to comprehend the requirements of the law and how they will affect their business. Entrepreneurs may concentrate on the more exciting elements of starting their business, including establishing a clientele and expanding their enterprise, with the correct knowledge and preparedness. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. If you want to learn how to start a business, get my book, How to Start a Business, a course in a book by Online Pro. Check out the link below. Thanks for joining us. Smash that like button, subscribe for more awesome content, and hit the notification bell for more empowering content.